Thank you, Doctor. Moving on to our next speaker, we have Abed Hijazi, a prominent member of the Palestinian community that has been making his voice very loud and clear since the beginning of these protests and rallies. We'll introduce Abed Hijazi.
Thank you. Big expectations there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, mercy and blessings of God be with you all. Let me start by acknowledging the Ngunnawal and the Ngambri people who are the traditional custodians of this land, who have experienced their own history of being murdered, children killed, and their own history tried to be taken away. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. That's right. That's right. In my hand here, this is a Palestinian Hawiye. This is specifically my Palestinian Hawiye, my Palestinian ID card. Much like your driver's licenses, it will have all your particulars on it. Name, date of birth, where you're from, who your parents are in the case of a Hawiye, and what village you are from. Two slight differences from your average driver's license. One, all the information on this is controlled by the Israeli government. So this is just one example of what apartheid looks like. They decide where I can go, when I can go, and if I can ever go, whether that be to Gaza, to East Jerusalem, or even to enter into Palestine itself. The second little interesting bit about this, as it says where I'm from, it also dictates, according to the Zionist government, what type of animal I am. As I'm from the West Bank, that makes me a little bit less of an animal than someone from Gaza, but a little bit more of an animal from someone who's from, let's say, East Jerusalem. So, and I'll get back to that shortly. I stand here before you today with a heavy heart, speaking about the ongoing suffering, injustice that plagues the Palestinian people. And I'm not just talking about the past 100 days. I'm talking about the last 28,000 days that the Palestinians have been living through this. For decades, the Palestinians have endured systematic oppression, violence and displacement at the hands of the Israeli occupation. And in recent months, the situation has intensified with the brutal assault on Gaza, resulting in immeasurable loss of life and continued violations of human rights. We cannot turn the blind eye to the humanitarian crisis that is unfolding in Gaza. Families torn apart, children orphaned, homes turned to rubble. This is a harsh reality that is facing Gazans every single day. The scenes of devastation, despair are a stark reminder of the urgent need for action and solidarity. The international community must unequivocally support the Palestinian people and demand an end to the Israeli occupation and the siege on Gaza. It is not enough to offer empty words of sympathy or condemnation. We must take concrete steps to hold those responsible for the atrocities in Gaza accountable for their actions. We must work tirelessly to bring about just and lasting peace in the region. But as we know, we will face a lot of resistance. South Africa stood up and now they've been called terrorist sympathizers. Yet the Yemenis stood up and without killing a single person, they're now being bombed by the strongest countries in the world, and shame on Australia for supporting America and England in that action. Shame! Shame!